this weekend is going to be rewarding simply for the fact that we made it. This week was a lot. So let's race some go-karts around fictional Nintendo Super Mario land, world, universe, realms. Oof. As usual, the channel is chasing geekdom. Normally I am out in the world covering comic conventions and theme park stuff and, themed race events like the Star Wars Half Marathon and so on. That's what I'm usually out in the world doing when there's an opportunity to do so. You can explore this YouTube channel and find all of those things covered by myself. When I can't be out there, I plop down here on occasion and talk about those things while I play a game. And so before we jump in, give you a quick idea of what I do when I'm out and about. 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, there it is. I should probably get this audio in here. Here we go. Didn't really test out the, I probably should have made a recording to see if how my audio was going to be over the game audio, but who wants to listen to me anyways? That's what I'm usually doing when I'm out and about in the world, and hopefully be doing that, I think, theme parks in Southern California in August. And then before that, there are some conventions that I'm hoping to hit up. But yeah, let's jump in. I'm gonna turn this down just a smidge. So this, it was kind of confusing, the release of this. Because I already had the online, Nintendo Online subscription. And it turned out that if you had online plus the booster expansion thing, that this was going to be free, and I was planning on doing that anyways. But anyway, it wasn't clear. I think that they got a lot of people who probably bought it who didn't need to buy it, which, unless they had that expansion and then when they went in to buy it, they're like, you don't need to do that. But they also, which was frustrating yesterday, dropped these 4 new courses, but they weren't playable. So like, they had the download, and you're like, cool, and then they're like, you try to play, you're like, no. So I'm like, just do it all at once, because there was a lot of like humorously frustrated people online. But I guess it just makes the weekend that much more enjoyable. So what they're doing is they're releasing. I'm gonna check this out. We'll just do some like time trials to explore the new courses, and then kind of start to dive in a little bit into battles. I haven't played this game in a long time. I've been wrapped up in Fortnite and Call of Duty and all these things that I'm so burnt out on now. I really don't like miss any of them. Like, especially with Fortnite now, and they're like, keep seeing hints that they're leaning again into like Marvel and everything. Not interested. It's funny is neither of those IPs need each other for story. Marvel's got its own, you know, Fortnite's got its own like lore, and so I don't really understand why they insist on. I mean, it's for money, you know, because they know they can make money on skins. And if you look at like the graphic novels, the comics that they're making, it's clear that they're just like trying to make them interchangeable. I would not be surprised at all if Disney ended up buying, you know, Epic Games, and eventually seeing. But the thing is, I mean, like they would need to invest more in the actual Fortnite specific lore, you know, if they were to go in that direction, because like, let's say they someday wanted to make a theme park, you know, like they're doing with Super Mario, like new Nintendo Land or whatever it's called. You know, these things are so specific and they have their own story and their own history, so much so that they can make a theme park specifically from it, or land at least, because I think Hollywood's going to be the first. Universal Studios Hollywood, I believe I read correctly last week, that they're going to be the first to have Nintendo here in America, because I know they have one overseas. But yeah, it's specific to it, and it's got its own. So with Fortnite, they get so wrapped up in story with, you know, other IP. You know, Batman. I mean, it's all just it's like a regurgitation of everything that's popular through Disney. That their own lore gets lost. Like, it's like they don't trust their writers. You know, I guess what would people recognize Jonesy? You know, they probably would recognize like the battles in the landscape and things like loot crates and all of that more so than the characters, which is a shame because, you know, like they probably have the ability. There are writers and people out there that could like. Yeah, but I think that ship has sailed because they've really, you know, hitched their wagon to, you know, other people's characters in their landscape, which is just really too bad, honestly. They really could have had something. But, yeah, I saw some teases for like Doctor Strange and whatever. I don't know if it's going to hold true and that's what's going to happen in this next chapter, but I'm just so bored of other things in that, you know, whatever. So yeah, you know, I got myself let's see if you can see that, little custom pro, Switch Pro controller. It's basically the Pro controller that this company takes and like redoes the faceplates on, and this is like a soft orange thing, and then I added some kind of, I don't know if you can see that, sticky stuff to the back of the area so that it's like a non-slip. Not that I really need it for, you know, the games on this Switch aren't going to be like trying to go crazy, like Warzone or anything like that. But it's you know, I'm investing in Nintendo right now because I'm bored of Fortnite. But I will play and stream Apex on my Xbox and don't want to let that just collect dust. Anywho, but yeah. Let's jump in. We'll do some time trials real quick. I want a new... I do like this setup though. I was playing this earlier without sounds. Let's hear what this car sounds like. So, the new, these are all the ones that have been on this game since 2017. So if you've played this, you're familiar with them. So what dropped were, and this, like, you look at this and you get like real excited because you're like, dude, holy shit, there's like, oh, there's a lot there. Like, you think that they've just doubled, but no. So what they've done is they're releasing 8, and I think, I don't know at what increments, up until I think the end of the year or something like that. So right now it's just these 2, which is 8 new courses, but you know, classic courses from other titles. And the sad part was when you got over here and you're like, oh shit, oh damn, oh okay, well, you know. So the rest of these are going to be slowly kind of doled out over the year. I'm pretty sure that's going to be by the end of the year, so yeah. And I think, yeah, you know, honestly, like, I like to I talk about like the geek culture and stuff while I play, because a game like this is not a lot. It's not very intellectually heavy, or even gameplay heavy. And right now, even though the out and about stuff isn't top of mind, because the next thing I'm doing is in a few weeks, I'm going to Minneapolis to run a 5K, the hot chocolate 5K. So I'll cover that and everything. Next convention, I'm not sure what it's going to be. I really need to get to planning. I just don't want to. I want to spend a lot of what I have saved on for the travel and for the coverage on the August trip to SoCal, so we can get back into the OG stuff, especially Universal Studios out there and everything. I haven't been there in a while, but I'll do 2 or 3 conventions before that. I just haven't picked which ones. But anyway, since I don't have that to talk about, what's really front of mind right now is Midnight Society. Dr. Disrespect, if you're not familiar, what are you doing watching gaming streams? And people from, you know, Halo and Call of Duty and I think Boom TV and all this stuff, they all came together and they started a AAA gaming studio, and they're going to be releasing a game in a few years, but they've started already building the community, kind of centered around their Discord and everything. But we'll get into that because there's a little bit of hullabaloo about NFTs and all this stuff, but yeah, we'll get into that. Let's jump into one of these though. We'll go in order. Why not? That makes me sad right there. That makes me sad. So sad. So it's these 8. And I'm going to jump into one that I haven't played around on yet, which is all 4 of these. Yeah. Let's go to Paris, shall we? And see what we get. So we'll do a solo race just to do a little exploring, you know. We'll get into some online competition in a minute, you know. I've got nowhere to be until Monday, which is literally sitting at this same exact seat, which is me going to work. Let's go. I do love these. That's the thing about Nintendo, and especially like the Mario titles, is just how I always come back to the word delightful. Oh boy. I'm not used to a screen this big for this game. I'm used to being farther away. Alright, I get one of those per round. Yeah, I've never played this one before. This is nice. And there's always some sort of secret shortcut, so we'll try to find one of those per... Maybe I have played this track before. I'll have to look at what the original... Wait, I could have gone left there, maybe. What the original platform was. There were some streamers, someone generated this like side-by-side comparison of the original. Can I go through that? No, secret passageway. I do like games that like, nope, okay. Reward, I'm gonna do terribly, but I'm gonna do a little exploring. I like games that reward you for exploring, which is something that Nintendo's good at. So I'm not trying to win right now, I'm just trying to explore. Here we go. Okay, so no left or righties there. What does this do? Okay. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. So if you feel compelled to make fun of me in the chat or the comments, that's fine. But disclaimer, I'm not here to win or do great yet. I'm just exploring these courses that I've not done before to see. So like, one example of a game that really rewards you for, what the heck? Oh, it redirected me, that's why. It rewarded me for exploring is Odyssey. So if you ever played Super Mario Odyssey, you know, like, you can go linear and really just kind of, that was a waste of those things, but... Oh, you know what, I could pay attention to the map. But yeah, with Odyssey, you really can, if you want, go linear and just... Oh, so the way that they direct you in this particular level is, okay. That last lap is like, it seems like it's designed to be longer, even though that second lap was the worst for me. But yeah, with Odyssey, you know, you really can go linear and straightforward and just, you know, really just do it, just complete it, you know, like if you want to speed run it or whatever and bypass all sorts of things. But like, if you've ever played that, you know that if you just explore, there's so much more that you can gain and do. And it's not like just those little coins and things, those little purple whatevers or whatever it is you find on whatever level it is. Like, there's some really cool stuff that you can find that makes it worth just for the experience itself, not just like, oh, I accomplished getting on top of this pillar or tower or whatever. Like, for example, playing Odyssey, it's going to be the first game that I ever completed. I've been playing video games since the 80s, and I've always just been very arcadey and kind of playing... you just kind of jump in and move around and, you know, that kind of thing. Let's retry. I'll play this a couple times. Yeah, we'll explore a little. We'll do this on these a few times, and then, you know, where do I gotta be? I still don't know the timing of that boost. So I'm at the last level, last world, that moon world with Bowser on Odyssey. Oh, that's me. Oh no, me. I gotta beat me. And you know, there's stuff off to the sides, as you can see, you know, in that game. And how am I not? Come on, I gotta beat me. And I bypass those because I'm like, getting some purple coins for me isn't the thing. I mean, it might be for some, it's not for me. And okay, this isn't okay. I gotta beat me. Oh, I didn't bypass my... That's terrible. This is one of those occasions where, you know, I hate myself, and myself is the shadow of this pink car driven by a blue dinosaur. Anywho, but I saw this big castle, and the character, the little hat guy that's on, you know, that you, Cappy or whatever his name is, he started really, like, and trying to encourage me to, like, hurry so I could go save, you know, what's her butt. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the opposite of that, because it seemed a little too, I don't know, I found it kind of suspicious, because I'm like, he's really trying to get me to go in a certain direction. I think I'm gonna go the opposite direction. So instead of being in a hurry, I decided to explore and lollygag. and I was rewarded for it, which was, what the, oh, that guy. Okay. And so I decided to go around the castle. And then, so on the other side of the castle, that was at the end, there was this crater, a little, you know, kind of nondescript crater, and this frog, a little teeny tiny frog. You know, another one of those things where you could just look at it and be like, hey, you know, look at that frog. Most things in that game, though, are interactive. So, did I win? Alright, I did it a lot better. I think that's enough exploring on that one. So we'll do a couple rounds on each of the new ones. Then I will jump into online. I don't know, can you choose to race opponents online on specific courses? I guess we'll have to figure that out. Yeah, I can do a Grand Prix. That's what I'll do. I'll do this, then I'll do a Grand Prix on these, and then we'll check out the online thing. Yeah, we'll try it out. All right. But, change course. So I thought everything's interactive in this game. So I took my little cappy, you know, in Mario Odyssey, and I flung it at that little teeny tiny frog, and then I was the frog. And then on the moon, the gravity is like non-existent in that. I did not expect what happened though. Solo race, yeah. So again, going through these just to explore, you know, to see what's there, and then to do a couple times through, see if I can find some secret passageways or whatever. And then we'll jump into some stuff later. Again, I don't know the timing on that little boost. So, okay, I can go underneath there maybe, somehow, at some point. And, the little news van. This, whoop. And, so the frog on the back side of that, I never know, like, if I want to do those ramps that you have to go through the grass to get to. They always seem like a waste of. There really isn't any. Oh wait, there is. Unless this circles around and goes underneath. I think that maybe that's the case. Okay. Or is this? Okay, where do you go underneath the original track? Yeah, I'm missing something here. Something in the middle there? No. Okay, so if we go over this grate, look down. There's something down there. Oh, you do circle back. I really just gotta look at the friggin' map. Anyway. The frog, I hit jump thinking I was gonna maybe go on like a little ledge or whatever. The thing just kept going and going and going and going. It was delightful. I loved it. And I was able, and then not only was it just, I was just giggling like an idiot because it was so fun, so funny. That's a pretty straightforward course. It seems so far like decent courses, kind of nostalgic, I guess, if you played the original releases, and I think they've upgraded, if you will. But yeah, so like the frog, it was hilarious and fun and cool, and that's the thing with that game. Like any, you know, I grew up growing up on Nintendo and then jumping into Odyssey, it was just like, dude, this is, and because it never lost its spirit. You know, it looks different maybe. But I guess, you know, Mario was the one, and N64 had one that was similar because you're not, you know, a side scroller anymore. But it's just so, yeah, amazing. No, but we'll do it one more time just to see if there's anything else to see in this one. And then we'll do a Grand Prix, and then I'll jump into some online thing to see what they throw you into. But still, the boost thing. Oh yeah, I should probably use those, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I don't know how to play this game. Yeah. And so not only was it fun though, the cool thing was the frog entering that castle from that way got you, like, it landed you in these rafters, and got an extra, was it a bell or moon, extra moon that you wouldn't be able to get if you just went straight in. So it's like, that's what I love about that game, and like games that reward you for exploring. I think there needs to be more of that. Which, you know, talking to my best friend, he's the same way, you know, where it's like not just about a mission, not just about a quest, you know, specific kind of thing, outcome that you're looking for, but like the exploration and like looking at the landscapes, because, you know, developers can put a lot of time and detail into these things, and I do love that when they do get specific about rewarding you for that exploration in some way. We'll get into some Midnight Society chat, which I am excited about. I was excited because it was Dr. Disrespect, and I'm a big fan. I just love. No, there's no other like showman like him in gaming. You know, it's personalities of the people who are streaming. You know, like there's nobody like him. Let's see. Okay. Not much to it, still fine. I mean, it's nice to have the variety, though. It's 8 more courses to whatever, you know. No, we don't want to go style. Let's do another one. We can start there. We'll start talking about the doc and then kind of just get into the new project. But I'm a fan, big fan. You know, he's doing something that nobody else is, which is the showmanship, the production value. Like, I don't know if you've ever watched one of his streams, even if you just watch an intro. If you've never have, go to his channel here on YouTube and watch one of the intros to the streams. And you don't even have to get into the gameplay if you don't want to. And it's impressive, you know, the amount of, it's like, I always describe it as the people who don't get it, like they're just used to seeing streamers and people talking like me, like just being themselves and everything. It's like a pro wrestling personas kind of thing. And with him, I usually describe him as like a Macho Man Randy Savage, which is a wrestler for you youngins that don't know the old school wrestlers. Choco Mountain. And another very kind of specific thing that most people don't know if you're not old and listen to the radio, sports radio, is Jim Rome. You know, put those two together, and to me that's kind of the doc. Macho Man, you know, just because of the bluster and like the kind of big, oh, this is cool, the little frontier kind of jam going. Oh, I like this one. This reminds me of being in like, it kind of Disney revamped Frontierland, like not necessarily the rides, but like the land itself. Whoop. One thing I noticed when I went to Orlando, because I grew up on the Southern California theme parks, is that Frontierland area over in that kind of, when you go in the left side of the park, a lot of dead space in Orlando. But maybe it was like that because I went there like, well, it's not going to say post-pandemic, but like right when it was July of last year. It wasn't my first time there, but I was distracted by other stuff, like namely young people that were there with us, kids. The last time I had gone. Oh, I really like this level. This is cool, dude. It's not... Gotta see if there's any shortcuts. I haven't been paying attention at all. Anyhow, it probably was that. And it was awkward because there was this... When I was there, they still weren't doing parades because they didn't want people gathering and stuff. And there was this mini, tiny parade. And I didn't know that that's what was happening. And I'm like, oh, it looked like the front of a parade. And it was Tinkerbell sitting on the front of... And I was in Frontierland, like... And, I'm like, oh, cool, the beginning of a parade. So she's sitting on top of this thing, and people kind of stopped. They didn't, and people were waving, and I'm like, cool. The beginning of the... Oh, it's the end also. It was literally just her sitting on top of a float. But, anywho, so the doc. Yeah, pro wrestling, Persona kind of meets, you know, very talented gamer, you know. I would say a little, not rusty, he's just got a lot, it's a lot more than just a lot on his plate. But it's been nice to see him leave Warzone, or Borzone as people call it, to play a game that he's actually games. There's a rotation now, which has been nice. He's kind of fallen in love with Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, as well as, let's retry. So Elden Ring. It's taking me so long to get the name of that game right. Oh. And getting into those. Played the Cycle with Dr. Lupo the other day. It's been cool to see because it's like they're going to be streaming for years, so it's pointless to be like people getting mad, like, why aren't you still playing this or that or whatever? And it's like, you want them to keep playing? Like, anywho, so big fan, and I'm a fan of I very much admire his resiliency when it comes to that Twitch ban that ended up being about nothing, because that was settled, and in a the quote was from both of them was that no side admits to any wrongdoing. So him for doing anything wrong to get banned, and them for banning him, I guess. I don't know. So that's over. But going through something like that where your livelihood is put at complete jeopardy by getting banned from the platform, and then coming back and building something here on YouTube. Can't be easy, especially with, I can't imagine the legal issues. Anyway, but yeah, big fan, you know. I have him on while I'm working usually, on the days that he's streaming. Just a nice shot of entertainment while I'm in my own bore zone at work. If you hadn't heard, I do like this level. This reminds me of Excite Bike right there. The tune. Again, I'm not great at this. I just exploring. Still haven't seen any shortcuts for this level, but yeah. Oh, that's what happens when you look away from the stream or your game and you're looking to make sure that the connection is good. I gotta do no-look gaming now. But, if you hadn't heard, he teamed up with some people from, like, developers who've worked on You Lose. Oh, I lost to me. I hate myself. Halo and all those things, and they started a gaming studio called Midnight Society. And we'll change course. And there's been a lot of hype about the studio and all of that, and the personalities involved and everything. And he's been dropping hints in his streams about it. Like there's going to be an announcement. They started a Discord where people were dropping in, and like I guess they have mini games and stuff in there. There are different roles that you could claim, but you have to do certain things for. I'm a pre-variant, apparently, and all this, but building up to, I mean, you could tell that there's a lot of excitement because the things that after watching him, you know, for so long, you pick up on the kind of things that they're going to probably focus on by, like, you're like, okay, I bet a lot of the things he complains about are going to be things that they're going to focus on, like audio, like Warzone audio or whatever. So you're like, okay, that's, I could probably go down there, huh? Look at that. Okay. Oh, there's some spots you can I go up on that wall? It looks like I should be able to. Or is that just a tease? Oh, this one's going to be fun. This looks like a tennis court. Can I go in there? Yeah, so I can go right there. Oh goodness, there's a lot going on in here. Okay. Go over the curb. Yep. Nice. So, it's been a lot of build up. Okay, let's look for one kind of side quest here. Okay, so we went down, and then I want to go, I think, to the right. Yeah. Nope, apparently not. No. Oh, here we go. Nice. Interesting. Let's see if I can find one more on this first go around. I like the levels like that last one that have like a theme specific. Oh, we'll go down this way. Woo! Specific to like. What happens if you do this? Oh, it just slows you down. Okay. I really think I should be able to get up there, but it's fine. I wonder if you can drop in it somehow. This has been a lot of build-up. He's been dropping a lot of hints in stream about, you know, a lot of community building and hype building around Midnight Society. And as well as kind of like you already knew it was going to be first-person shooter, probably battle royale involved, you know, I would imagine campaign or whatever, kind of the basic elements of the games that like he'd played before, like Call of Duty, that kind of thing. But you're getting hints of themes. If you go to midnightsociety.com, you'll see. So let's see. I'll do that one more time. That was fun. I like the little side quests and such. Okay, I'm gonna go right. So right after one is not where you get the boost. So if you go to midnightsociety.com, you'll find a link to the Discord and everything as well. I think they dropped that Discord about halfway through December, though. I didn't really catch on until a couple months ago, and which is a bummer because it sounds like I'll get back to that. So anyway, so you'll get an idea of the themes and everything that they're going for as far as the vibe for the studio. The first game is code name. I don't know if it's the title. I would go with the code name Project Moon. but that could mean a lot of things, obviously. Codename Project Moon. And so what they did is they created this thing called a Founder's Pass, and this is where kind of like the hullabaloo comes in, based around, I think people get angry when they don't understand something. Instead of researching it and being like, oh, that's what this technology is, or getting a basic understanding, but instead they get upset. You know, like, I don't get it, so it makes me mad, and then anything that references that thing or incorporates that thing, people get upset. And this is the case with their Founder's Pass that they haven't dropped yet, but they discussed and allowed people to sign up for, apply for, because there's, I think, only going to be 10,000 founders, and in the first 5 hours 50,000 people applied. So what they're doing is they're building a community of gamers and content creators and everything, where, and you know, esports, like folks who are pros or whatever you want to call it. I forgot to use those guys. To influence the game. So they're really, because one of the frustrations you see when they play these games is a lack of responsiveness to player feedback. You know, there's not a lot of transparency in the development of those games. Let's change course. So that's 4. We've gone through 4 of the 8 in 45 minutes. So hey, that's good. So that's the Golden Dash Cup. This is the Lucky Cat Cup. Okay, let's go backwards. I want to be a ninja. So they've been building this community. They're pretty smart too, because they've been seeing who the active people are in that community on the Discord. Like, let's really kind of get an idea of who really wants to influence the game. And is that good or bad? Is that the boost? Did I get the boost? Because you can really gauge interest in, you know, the actual kind of feedback that they'll be given. Can I go up those stairs? Oops. No! I crashed. By seeing who's been active, you know, like, or who, you know, and which I think is kind of, it's clever, but just smart, because that's what you want, is you want the people who are actually truly invested. Go up. Ooh, rewarded. Look at that, rafters again. Oh crap. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh no. Nope. Wow, this one is all over the place. That's cool though, because it's gonna take a minute to master. So you can really get a read on who's committed, you know, who really wants to, who has something to offer. And I'll get to that later. So anyways, months and months later, after they kind of started that Discord and building the hype around the game and the studio, giving people a glimpse into what they want to build somewhat, they dropped the idea of this Founder's Pass. So what they did was they allowed anyone to apply. And when you apply, you got this day 0 clause, which is one of like the roles that you can get in the Discord. It's a patch, so it's an actual NFT. So this is where the little, I would do air quotes. Oh crap, I can't. I would air quote controversy comes in, but it's really just people upset because of something they don't understand. I didn't understand it fully either, but instead of getting upset and getting mad, being like, I don't get this, so fuck you, you know, like, this is the worst thing ever. If people would just take a minute and research these things, not only research these things, but like also pay attention to how a particular thing is going to incorporate these things, you wouldn't be mad. You know, like if you're being forced to, like if it's, oh, this thing that I really want to do, but now I'm like, oh crap, I'm forced to do something that you either don't understand or don't agree with. I get it, but it's not. Neither is the case with this. You know, they're you can participate in, you know, play the game, and you can be in that Discord and all this kind of stuff, and you know, have. Whoa, man, I'm terrible at this one. This thing handles better on this tile rooftops than I would have expected. That was bad. We'll do that one again. But I noticed the idea of, you know, NFTs and everything was being discussed, so I thought, I don't understand this. So my reaction was, how about I go online and, since I'm bored at work, do a little research so that I understand the basics of NFTs. I looked up blockchains and stuff as well, which both are starting to make sense to me now. I'm not going to go into those here, but again, you know, you don't, with the NFT, which is, it's stupid. They should have just changed the terminology of that, of the, instead of being specific to like what non-fungible, fungible token or whatever, they should have just like, okay, before we introduce this to Neanderthals like me, let's change the name. I'll do that one again. But anywho, I mean, the idea of it just being a unique digital, you know, artifact or item or whatever song that I can possess, that essentially it's like a certificate of authenticity of a thing. You know, it's like having a painting, the original painting, and like, sure, people can reproduce it or like be happy with having a copy of it. Like a lot of people like a painting that's behind me. It's a Star Wars version of it, but Starry Night, you know, like, sure, people are happy to have a copy of it. They know they don't have the original, but like the NFT, it just happens to be it's a basic understanding. I know that there's a lot more to it, but I'm like, that's all I needed to do. But yeah, okay, I get it. There's a, you know, it's a digital artifact, an item thing that you can have that's unique and not reproducible. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. I looked that up, got a basic, like, as you can see, very basic understanding of what it is, the idea is. And then from there, I'm like, okay, how are they implementing this thing? You know, how are they, what is the deal with this particular venture, this new Founders Pass for this gaming studio, and specifically this new game that they're going to make, and then this NFT that they're talking about. So in the Founders Pass, they're allowing anyone to apply. Again, they had 50,000 applications in the first 5 hours. And 10,000 founders are going to be chosen from that. And they're choosing from people. They're going to go through the applications. I applied because I'm curious. And, you know, they're going to choose from people that, because they want a wide variety of different types of people, different types of like gaming experience, you know, they're content creators, whatever, this and that. And because they want it to help them to have an influence in the production or the direction of a game to a certain extent. And the 10,000 that are chosen will pay, $50. That's where I can get, like, if someone's like, oh, well, I want a hand in having a say in this game, but I don't really want to pay $50 to do so, then don't. I mean, it's like, you know, to each his own. The thing is, though, because they're raising a lot of money for this project, and it's years down the road. I mean, what's that? 10,000, 50, 500 grand out of the, what? How much does, I don't even know. Just millions and millions and millions to make these games. But anywho, the thing is, though, and I know that like crowdfunding and all that kind of stuff, people have done that, Kickstarters for games or whatever here, this and that. Thing is, NFTs have value. So when you pay, and if they're chosen, you get not a profile. It's a very dumbed down idea of it. If you go to midnightsociety.com, you'll see. I promise this is not an ad. It's like a profile picture, but they're all custom. So they're going to make 10,000 custom profile pictures based on their kind of design and artwork and world that they're building that are NFTs. So it'll be unique. It'll be yours. And it's like, it was funny in the questionnaire that they had in the application, they did ask, let's go to Sky Garden. Do you plan on like basically selling it right away? Like if you had it, would you, and I'm sure that probably like a time frame where it's not released to be able to be sold or something like that, kind of like when you get reserved stock. If you get a job or whatever, you're like, you got to be here a year before you can actually sell the stock, but it's technically yours, kind of thing. But it's an artifact, it's yours, it's unique, and down the road, so you're getting that value already. But again, most of the people that are doing it and that would pay the 50 if they're chosen, would probably want to hold on to it, like obviously unless you're on like hard times and later down the road you're like, well, I can get a couple $100 to get some groceries out of this thing, but that's real world, right? But yeah, so it was the backlash, if you will. It's people getting mad at things they don't understand. Like, I don't get this, so it's like, people get frustrated. I guess the only other argument really, can I go over this? I can't! Oh, but I died. I'm gonna do better next time. Oh, this is nice. I like this level. Yeah, I guess there's no, like, beanstalk themes there. Is the environmental factor, because apparently the computing power that it takes to make these NFTs, like, make some, like, not all, but apparently they claim that they're using some sort of version of the technology that, like, making those player profile picture things that people would be getting, these NFTs, would be the equivalent computing power of sending 2.5 emails. So, if everybody who gets one, where are those? So I started here, and oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. I did it. All right. If they're like, they want to offset, they just, okay, when they're tempted to send an email, be like, 2.5 times I'm tempted to send an email, I'm just going to not, and I'll walk to my neighbor's house and tell them what I was going to email them instead, or a coworker or whatever. So I don't have an issue there, but some do, or some use that as an excuse to be like, yeah, environment, but actually it's just they're mad because they don't understand how the technology works, Yeah. I like that level. I want to do that one again. These games, a lot of them, and the environments in them are so cool that I forget to try. Like, I don't really care how well I do, it's just fun. Because you're gonna finish the course, There's no question about that. It's not like the first game that I ever got video game anxiety over was, I gotta perfect that turn, maybe I'll do this course again. Video game anxiety over was Pitfall. I don't know if anybody watching this now or later has ever played Pitfall on Atari. That game, I remember E.T. had a lot of backlash, but like back in the day, you didn't know. Like, I guess you knew a game was boring, I suppose, but it was like you kind of didn't know better until later on, after like, you know, there are like documentaries on it and all this stuff, and you're like, wait a minute, right, that was trash, you know, but wasn't enough gaming in the world to realize that it really truly was horrible. I remember watching that documentary on like, and I guess the myth, if it ever turned out to be true legend or not, like of them being, there were so many unsold that they buried them in some desert somewhere. But I get it, it was bad. But anyway, so Midnight Society, yeah, I applied. You know, why not? Like, for me, I can afford, if I do get chosen, which I doubt, because I mean, 50,000 applications in 5 hours, and there's 10,000 slots. And they're also going through and making sure that they're going to bring on people who are, you know, there are so many very active, very cool people in that Discord that, yeah, I think I would have things to contribute. Definitely a unique, my own unique perspective as far as in gaming and also content creation and that kind of thing. But and a background in, you know, some journalism and around geek culture, that kind of thing. So who knows if their whatever algorithm research that they're doing will bubble me to the surface of those 10,000. We shall see. I'm gonna do that one more time, I think. I like that level. But yeah, if you go to Twitter and you go to Midnight Society, which is on Twitter, it's 12 a.m. is what it is. Literally at 12 a.m. You'll see the vibe as far as the type of design and everything they're going for. It could be, I don't even know, like if it's gonna be about their first game, like if code name, and I'm not saying code name in as the title, but code name like they're giving it's Project Moon, code name Project Moon. Who knows what the actual title will be? Or like if the vibes are and the design is going to be for that game, or if it's for just stuff surrounding the studio or whatever. Who knows? It could be around the title, whatever it may be. That's fine. You'll see, and then you'll see the like little avatar or profile things that they've been generating for the people that are part of the studio. It's pretty cool, and they're all unique. So there'll be 10,000 of those. And that's the thing that, like, if someone gets chosen to be part of the founders, the people that'll be kind of in the club for the roundtable discussions and all that. Oh, and I should mention, if you go on YouTube, don't go now, please. If you look up Midnight Society AMA, they did a real long one, like an hour long, where they were in the voice Discord for the studio heads with people from the Discord that have signed up and everything, going over just pretty much everything. It was pretty cool. A lot of transparency, which hopefully doesn't change later on. Let's see, did I do better? Oh, I didn't save the... It's a fun course. But anyhow, long story short, if it's something you don't understand, just do a little research. See if it helps before getting upset about something that you don't understand. Just because you don't understand it. I still don't fully get it, but I get it enough, you know. Yeah. What's funny is looking at like videos that try to just explain NFTs and blockchains and everything. Blockchain. They're always like, here's a very simple and concise explanation of these things, and they're always like, from the jump they start with terminology that nobody searching to look up a video to learn about these things would understand. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my simple understanding, and then if I ever have to understand it on a deeper level, I will, but enough to not be like, oh my god, you're talking about something I don't get, so I'm gonna be pissed and tell you it sucks because the environment, even though, you know, I'm sure some of it can be, because I've heard that the computing power it takes for some of these things is just kind of insane. So a lot of times though with Mario work gear, okay. Oh, okay, so they're throwing some cars in here that I'm not competing against, but they're there on my way to work. Yeah, a lot of times I think, wait, when am I gonna hit this mushroom here? Here? That worked. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh, can I jump that? Nope. I have to, I can, but I didn't. So, I'm excited to see what they make. I mean, it's gonna be a couple years, but that's the thing, like, getting in on the ground level or something like that. There we go. Got that jump in. Be kind of fascinating to see and participate in, because you know they're gonna want very varied voices and backgrounds and everything. So I don't always play Mario Kart, you know. Get that, bro. I'm trying to get some work here, dude. He did show on Doc's stream when they announced it. Finally, like he got two profile avatar things because he's the two-time. So like 1993 and 1994, he got two of them, which is fitting. But he did show in that stream concept art. I was like, oh, okay, you know, maybe I'm gonna show you some concept art after such and such. Let's show it now. And he pulled it up for 3 seconds. It was like kind of on behind him, and then he's like, okay, that's it. There wasn't much to it. I'm sure someone screen grabbed it. I would have if I was like closer to my computer. It almost looked like a dude kind of from overhead. Kind of an overhead shot of a character standing in like a gun range, you know, very not cementy, but like, yeah, pretty cool. I like that level. All right, that was 2, right? Let's do that one again. My bad. That makes me sad. Let's do Shrimp Ridge one more time. Race against the ghost. I race against the ghost of my own self. Yeah. Interesting to see where that will go. Still can't get that boost right. Man. Oh, there I am. Alright, now we gotta catch me. Oh man, I was on fire in that last round. Nope. Nope. No. This is horrible. I'm way up there. I don't even see me. 4 seconds behind. Holy shit. I think I started seeing the shadow of my ghost up there. Nope. That turn is it's a killer for me. Yeah, this year, one of my resolutions was to try a new game genre, and I still haven't figured out what that's going to be yet. There we go. So I don't like horror stuff, you know, zombie stuff, that kind of thing. It could be like a fantasy game, I suppose. You know, like I wouldn't do Elden Ring because I just nice jump, bro. No. Yeah, I don't know what the thing is on that. All right, here we go. Come on, I gotta catch me. But something in that genre might be the thing. Oh! I had me. That turn, dang. Oh, I let off the gas there. Look at that close. Oh, oh. Something in that genre, perhaps. You know, or maybe, you know, learning a new Battle Royale. It's like got a little bit more going on than just Fortnite. Yeah, maybe Apex, perhaps, might be the next thing for me. So I can't really think outside of those like kind of fantasy, maybe survival game. You know, I'll look into those too. Something that takes a little bit more. We have to pay attention to stamina, like Tarkov or whatever. The Cycle, I guess, is one. No Man's Sky I have, but it was always frustrating because you're always having to like worry about oxygen and all that kind of stuff. But maybe that's, you know, maybe that's the thing. It's the challenge. As long as at some point I start actually enjoying it, because I tried those games before and I did not enjoy myself, you know. Oh. These levels are fine. Like, it's nice that they added some variety and a little nostalgia and all that, but they're not. There we go, shortcut. That's cool to look at as some of the. Maybe that's why they pulled the other ones originally, because they had something they could do with those that was just stunning to look at. Here we go. Okay. This reminds me of that section of freeway that they used in the Matrix second one, I think. The car chase scenes and all that. Actually almost worked as an extra in a car for that. I was living in the Bay Area, Northern California, but something in me was like, you might hate that, like that. And it turned out to be like 6 weeks. And I'm glad I didn't, because I ended up working on another production. Did a lot of extra work and stand-in work in LA and San Francisco to get into qualify to join the Screen Actors Guild. And it turns out, because I was kind of new at the time to the acting and the being an extra and all that stuff, And turns out working in a car is terrible, but for that long especially, and I ended up getting on a couple other productions during that time that got my my first step, if you will, into Screen Actors Guild eligibility. But they built a freeway section on this kind of peninsula over in the East Bay. If you've seen Mythbusters, that area where they always like you see these like runway, you know, where they big open runway area that's surrounded by water. It's near Alameda. It's called Alameda Naval Air Station. It's kind of in that area. They built that freeway section out there. So that part with the taller walls and stuff, that wasn't actually a city. That was something that they built like actual freeway, that elevated freeway that they built. I think. Whoa, shit. At the time when they got into the city, I think that might have been Oakland, because like they were there. I'm not sure if they did those actual in the city kind of buildings there or in LA, but. This is still nice to look at, though. There we go. No, I didn't pay attention to whether or not I... Have I gone through all of them? I think I have one more. Let's see. Oh yeah, Tokyo. Yeah, so far none have ripped me so much that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to go back so much. But I do, so far, I think Chaco Mountain is my favorite of these new things. Yeah, that's the one with the frontier vibe, I think. Let's do it. So I think survival game, and I think I'll try to finish Odyssey on stream. Maybe sometime in the next few weeks. Those boss fights, man, are ridiculous. I mean, there's patterns. I mean, I think I was inspired by watching like these streamers play stuff like Elden Ring and just committed to beat. Those are insane. Like the boss fights, the big fights that they have in that Elden Ring game. Those are like, wait, I just did this. I just did this. So I've gone through all of them. Okay. I got distracted. Watching it. What's crazy about those is like in games like Mario bosses, you know, there's, if you think about the concept of pi, you know, where you've got, yeah, you know, people are like 3.14, that's pi, you know, whatever. But it's like you can kind of keep going forever with that. And so if you think about bosses in something like Mario Odyssey, you know, it's like the complexity of the patterns that you face against these bosses in something like Mario is that straight up 3.14. Like that's as far as the complexity is going to go. And yes, there's a pattern and it's discernible and you got to figure it out and then you can beat them. But then you get into these games like that Elden Ring. Oh my God! Like they're, if you're thinking of it in that terms of pi, it's like 3.14, and then times just keep going for a mile, and that's how complex the patterns are. Because like as soon as I see one of them figure out the first 10 minutes, I don't even think I'm exaggerating, the first 10 minutes of patterns, it just keeps exponentially getting crazier, you know. And yes, it's a pattern, but it's still like the range on these things is crazy. I would never play that game. Like, maybe I would play it on someone else's thing and, like, as a goof and die real quick and be like, bye. But I'm not going to spend money on that kind of thing. You know. Alright, let's change the course here. What are we at? Hour 15? Okay. So we just did Tokyo Blur. That was the one. That was the one. Okay, I've done each one. Okay. Let's do race using custom rules, battle. Let's go to, oh cool, I got a new vehicle. Online play. I'll skip the Grand Prix and do worldwide versus up to 12. That's nice. I'm gonna stick with this guy. What's the new vehicle? Is it that? I don't like the motorcycles. What was I on? I forgot. Oh, I think I want to go with this guy. He looks pretty cool. Alright. Spectating right now. Okay. Let's go head to head with some people. I can't tell who would be a bot or actual person. I would imagine probably easier to populate. Okay, so they're not necessarily going to be on the new courses. Okay. Okay, so you could cycle through the people. I'd imagine more people are online playing this game right now than usual, just because of all the new courses and stuff. So we're spectating. Hard to tell who. I guess this is the crowd that I'm going to be racing against. So Jackson 10 is already my enemy because I detest this character in Animal Crossing. She's always the dickhead that tells me that my island isn't great. So fuck her. I'm always like, I do all this work, and then she's all with a smile on her face too. Like, I do all this work to the island and the ramps, and I do the flowers. We got feedback though, bro. We got some feedback, bro. That like, you know, you could do a little more of this, bro. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to add more plants. I built Disneyland on my island. Does anyone else? No. She's always like, oh, it sucks, man. Smile on her face. Everything sucks. Cool. So Jackson 10. I'm gunning for you. Oh, you dead. You're not that good. Okay. I'm on Animal Crossing. It's like my, some people have those little like sand things that they take the little comb through as like their relaxation. I'll have Animal Crossing on like my bonus TV next to me while I'm working. It's like that, it's like, it's just there. And I just don't talk to her. I don't even know what her name is right now. That's how seldomly I pay attention. I just know that I hate her. That's not a hard course to navigate, and she's doing terrible. Okay. Do one of these and call it. So we're supposed to vote here? Oh. Look at this. Apparently they know something I don't. That's me in the sunglasses right there, by the way, and the hat. Hey! That dude picked mine. Come on. The corner dudes. The corner dudes got it. Land on that guy. Oh, alright. It's fine. Is Jackson still here? Yeah, from the US. Punk. Isabel. That's who it is. They're all gonna do the boost right. I don't know how to do it, but here we go. Nope, he did it wrong. Alright. Oh man, I just want to throw a red thingy into stupid Isabel and make her crash. Need to back up a little bit. There we go. Oh. There she is. I hate your guts. Oh, there's another person with that Isabel. All Isabels are the enemy. That's her name, right? I think I'm getting that right. Oh! You know what game is like, it looks adorable and you think, why are so many people getting so angry? It's Fall Guys. Ooh, maybe I'll stream that. Yeah. Not today, but I do like that game. It's funny how aggravating it is. Crap. What's the ghost do? Bye. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna go up that. Here we go. Here we go. No, you dickheads. Fourth place ain't so bad. Here we go. Final stretch. As long as I beat... I just want to make an Isabel cry, that's all. That's not too much to ask. Crap. Ooh, I like the handling of this vehicle, though. Yeah. Cool. You know, I honestly don't care about this one. Hey. Oh no, not ink. This one is the lamest one. It's like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Like, you can still see. Fifth place. Oh, that was terrible. Oh no. Ah! 8th. Oh. I beat Jackson. Jackson, you suck, dude. But at least I beat when Isabel made Isabel cry. That's all I hoped and wished for and dreamed of. And Merry Christmas to me. Oh, we're gonna do like a whole thing. Alright. Let's do that. See if everybody else picks random stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay. Payday. She's my homie. Guess we're going through 4 It looks like my guy's talking to someone he doesn't know. That ain't me. No. It's not a competitive thing. It's just, you know. If I don't know you, I'm probably not going to by now, at this point. Alright. Is Jackson gone? Lame. Is there an Isabel left? Yes. Okay. Oh, there's 2 of them still. Ooh, this is nice. It's one of those games where people just have no chill. Man. Oh. Watch out for that dude. Wait, so a good spot for... No! There we go. Probably a waste of those, but... Is this the one that, like, locks onto whoever? Like, no matter what? Eighth place. Still at its 12th, that's okay. I don't know what this is doing, but it seems good. Or what this will do, but it seems good. No, you fucking dickhead. Oh, it's like almost like indefinite. I just want to make sure to not get hit by stuff. What happened? Oh, I can like kill people with this. Got you. Oh, that's not bad. You fucking dickhead. Alright. No. 6th? Fuck. Here we go. Alright. Shit. Fuck. Alright. I got myself. I'm still 7? That's still alright. Did I beat... Oh, Jackson's gone. Did I beat... I couldn't tell if I beat an Isabel. Excite Bike Arena. Ooh, but I like the Animal Crossing. I can respect Excite Bike. Got some OGs on here. What that one is. Next stream. I already forgot which one I said, oh, I should stream that, but I'll have locked in like probably what the next convention is going to be, because there'll be a convention before. There's a race in a few weeks, and then there's going to be a convention, then Disney in August, and yeah, I'll lock that in. Nobody likes Animal Crossing here. We'll see. Whatever that one is, neither Excite Bike or Animal Crossing. Ricky looks sad. I hope he wins. Alright. Let's see, it's... Nope. Still didn't get it. I mean, Are there better vehicles than others? Because it's like I'm handling well, and I'm handling well and gunning it this whole time, and yet people are out in front of me. I'm in 8th place. And I haven't been hit by anything, so I'm not totally understanding. Maybe they're getting these little booster thingies. Is there like meta setups for Mario Kart? Right now, the Splatoon girl plus the Mario buggy plus the whatever is the meta right now. Oh, there's a... Oh, yeah, fuck you, Isabel. Yeah, that's right. My guy got cocky right there. I like... Oh. Don't let her win L3 or whatever your name is. Loser times 3 is what that means. That's what's up. Oh, there's a pit stop over there. Alright. Bye. Oh, I'm glad that bullet missed me. Whew. 9th? What the hell, man? Give me some. There we go. No, you fucking piece of fucking shit. God damn it. 10th? I can't do double digits? That's horrible. That's horrible. I didn't beat Danny Isabel's in that. Alright. 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 I think there's one more. I know this one, so I'm gonna pick this one. That snow one, I think, if I remember correctly, is a beast. Alright. As far as the conventions this year, I mean, I'm looking at, it'd be great to get to New York Comic Con. I've never been to New York, and obviously because I've never been to that con, that would be great. There's a Harry Potter themed one called LeakyCon. Next stream too. I'll talk about the convention that I'm going to do next, because I'll have decided by then. And we'll talk about Warner Brothers being complete dickheads and suing basically any organization that has any even moderately Harry Potter-ish peripheral themed anything, even charitable organizations such as the Potterhead Running Club. That just, it's unbelievable. We'll talk about that next time. And horrible. But I'm surprised that LeakyCon has missed that, because they don't do anything any less, you know, Harry kind of fringe, not fringe Harry Potter's, but like the themes and because you can't just outright say Harry Potter this and that and this and that, because it's all trademarked. So they use stuff like LeakyCon, like Leaky Cauldron, things like that, and they get all the celebrities and things from those movies to come to the cons, and they have, you know, so there's a lot of themed stuff that's right on the fringe, if not smack in the middle of that world, and Warner Brothers seemingly hasn't gone after them, but Potterhead Running Club, who used to be Harry Potter Running Club, but they changed it when they realized, like, oh, they're doing this, they're suing for copyright infringement, whatever. They did that, but they're still getting sued, and they're a charitable organization. They, like, literally, I would imagine 80 to 90 or more % of registrations go towards the charity based around that race. And yet, they still have decided to sue this organization because Warner Brothers needs more money. But anyway, Hey. 6th is fine? You dickhead. Well. No! Not double digits, though. Yeah, so LeakyCon is one that I'm looking to perhaps do. They have one in Denver. So I'd like to do a convention in cities that I haven't done conventions before. And LeakyCon in Denver would be cool. Maybe I'll focus on that. Why are we still playing? Is it not like a... Is this 4th? 3rd? I'll do one more. I don't know how many... I thought there was like a Grand Prix and you just... That looks like Tatooine, which is boring. Hi, Sung. Nice to meet you. Yeah, so Denver. Maybe I'll focus on that. But that's in October. I want to do something in the summer, too. Look at my guy dancing. He wouldn't do that. At least I wouldn't do that. It's the last one, last one, last one. Let's see how we do. I feel like we've done this one before, yep. Let's see if I can get this jump. Nope. Nope. Already in 8th place, I do not understand. These guys are all driving the meta cars. I should be paying attention to, like, what cars these idiots are driving. Dang it. Hope to stay behind these fools. Damn it, didn't work. Nope. Get off me, okay. Alright, well, I'll definitely have to do a little training. It's gonna get someone. 10th place. Oh my gosh, I really need to get up there. Here we go. Fuck you, Isabel. Oh, you bitch. Ah! Oh, she laughed at me. You know what? You know what? You know what? There she is. That's my mission right there. Horrible. Last damn place. Now, is Eric a finish, or do we just keep going? How many races are there? Nope, I'm out. Yep. There has to be like a... Maybe that's what tournament says, but... Alright. Well, that's all for me. For today. I'll turn this down just a smidge. Nah, it's fine. As usual, the channel is Chasing Geekdom. Again, normally, Mountain World, covering comic conventions and theme park stuff and themed races like the Star Wars Half Marathon, etc. Twitter, Instagram, Chasing Geekdom, chasinggeekdom.com. You can see some of my previous coverage, articles and things that I've written as well, interviews that I've had, and yeah, next stream, maybe this weekend, maybe next, maybe midweek, I'm not sure. We've got to figure out a schedule, and I'm not sure what game it'll be, but thanks for hanging out. One more time through the Good Old Channel trailer, and we'll see you next time here on YouTube, Chasing Geekdom. Enjoy your weekend.